Hello and welcome to the latest energy market update. This week has seen oil close higher week on week, whilst gas and electricity prices have closed lower. Let's have a look at the week's movements in some more detail. Front month Brent continued last Friday's downward movements for most of Monday. However, a late upturn in prices meant that the contract closed marginally higher day on day. By Tuesday, the bears took charge as prices were directed lower as concerns about global oversupply continued. The release of poor US economic data weakened the dollar, and as a result, oil prices lifted on Wednesday. And this was despite the weekly EIA report showing an increase in stocks of 1.4 million barrels. Oil prices initially fell on Thursday morning as increased oil production data from Iraq raised concerns of global oversupply. However, another late rally saw front-month Brent close at $43.45 per barrel, up $1.05 per barrel compared to last Friday. All gas contracts lost value on Monday, directed by the initial weakness seen in oil. Prices then continued to soften throughout Tuesday, despite import capacity being restricted due to summer maintenance. However, an increase in Norwegian imports and strong LNG send-outs kept the system well supplied throughout the day. Longer dated contracts tracked the bearish prompt and weak oil prices lower, and most contracts lost around 0.5 pence per therm day on day. Contracts then continued to fall on Wednesday, pressured lower thanks to a strong pound relative to the euro. Despite prices being bearish for most of Thursday's session, all contracts closed higher day on day. Prices rose late in the afternoon after the Bank of England confirmed that interest rates would be cut to 0.25%, and this led to the pound depreciating against the euro, which pressured prices higher. Last night all contracts closed lower than last Friday. Summer 17 closed at 38.55 pence per therm, down at 1.15 pence per therm compared to last Friday. Prompt contracts rose on Monday as wind generation was low. However, both near-term and longer-dated contracts closed the day lower, in line with their gas counterparts. Weaker gas, oil and coal prices all directed electricity contracts lower on Tuesday. An increase in wind and solar generation on Wednesday saw prompt contracts soften and all curve contracts eased, once again directed by their falling gas counterparts. Most power contracts then closed flat on Thursday, and last night all power contracts closed lower than last Friday. Summer 17 closed at £38.75 per megawatt hour, down £1.1 per megawatt hour. You can download the full version of this report from the Energy Price Information tab on our website. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.